down. 18 Gator. And go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now Saquon Barkley. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 27 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Prescott from the gun. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Second down and goal. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And Forbath will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Barkley. And an alley to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 16, Jones flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This is Barkley, and that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Throwing, Jones, buying time to his left. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A first down throw for Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And Tate's got it. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. 6-6, pull it high. 54.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Switch. There we go, kill. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Single receiver.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Prescott. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the appropriate.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 gainer. 55, my guy, 55.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Ready? 60 outlaw. 54. One twist. Ready?
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 85 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Jones now. Throwing on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Jones. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Jones throw on target to Shepard. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And this is Shepard on the catch. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
On the ready. Hey, team 6.
Jones operating from the gun. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it, not just...
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. drive.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Post-game report player stats.